Hello everybody, I'd like to first start off with a disclaimer. We just moved, so I do not have the actual objects that I'd like to use for my bag speech, but I have some things to improvise with. So, I started off my speech asking, how well do you think you know you? And I thought to myself, I think I know myself pretty well. But after being asked to use inanimate objects to describe myself for this essay, I found it kind of difficult to think of objects to describe myself with. But I came up with these few items. I have this planner that represents the Bible. I have this makeup brush that is supposed to represent a paintbrush. And I also don't have a dog toy right now, but that is supposed to represent my love for dogs. And I have this little flower tattoo that represents growth. And so I'd like to start off my first item, which is my flower tattoo. And it is based on plants. So I think plants are great because plants have learn to adapt and change in harsh environments. And I feel like I myself, over the last few years, have also learned to change in specific environments and just learn to adapt and grow in different situations. So that is why I feel like the plant is good to represent me, myself. So my next item is a dog toy, which I do not have at the moment. But I chose a dog toy first to represent my love for animals and to represent my dog Nella, which I do not have at the moment because we just moved. And I also chose this toy because I feel like it represents the love I have for my dog. I'm not really big on exercising, but I will run around the house and play with Nella and just get my little cardio in for the day, and that is how I exercise with my dog. And she's just an amazing member of my family. Even when I'm not with her and I'm far away, I still think about her. So yes, that is that for that option. My next item to talk about is the Bible. I don't feel like I represent God in any aspect, but I am religious, and I feel like the Bible talks a lot about character and treating others with respect and just developing yourself to be as good of a person as you can be. And I pride myself on showing good, honest, true character and just being faithful to friends and not lying and just being as truthful as possible. So that is why I chose the Bible to represent me for my next option. My last item to talk about is this makeup brush / paintbrush. So all my life, even as a kid, I have grown up making some type of art. I used to be really into dancing and singing when I was little, but now I focus a lot of my time on painting and drawing and sketching, all things physically art related. So when I was little, I used to get subscription boxes, and I would get all types of things inside the boxes, such as bird boxes and bird feeding boxes and photos, scrapbooks, and everything of that sort. And so I just found myself loving art more and more as a young child, and I even used to make paper dollhouses. Yes, dollhouses out of paper. And that just grew my love for art even more, and I could not see myself living without it. I think this world would be very dull if I didn't have art. And it just brings me peace and serenity, and so that's why I feel like it is an essential to what makes me me. So lastly, to end this project, I'd like to talk about what I thought going through this project. I found it kind of hard to find inanimate objects to express my character or to express who I am as a person. It's easy to think about who you are, but to have to describe yourself to other people using objects can be a little bit challenging. So, which I felt like was the purpose of this project, was to have us reflect and think about who we are as a person, both good and bad, and just reflect on all those things. So, because there's definitely things that I could work on, and definitely things that I think I'm doing pretty good right now after thinking about this project. So I could definitely develop my character more and exercise more outside of my project. But overall, just like a flower, I am blossoming and growing all the time, and it's just a part of what makes me me. And so thank you for listening to my project.